What up, y'all? I'm back with another review, and I'm here to review the newest studio album from Black Milk entitled Fever. Black Fever dropped a project in 2016. I want to say it was with somebody else, but I remember it was the Rebellion Sessions, and um, I just want to say that it was with another producer. Uh, Hold on. Yeah, the Rebellion Sessions. It wasn't another producer. It was. Uh, I don't know. Well, he might produce Nat Turner, and he also released with Nat Turner in 2016 Sunday Outtakes. I did not review that. Um, kind of slipped by me actually, unfortunately. But yeah, this is my first project from Black Fever where it's just him and I'm reviewing it, listening to it and reviewing it. And I have to say, man, Detroit, man, like the Midwest, Chicago and Detroit, since I be like became not prominent, but a regular reviewer of hip hop music on YouTube in mid late 2015, but more so 2016 up until now. Chicago has Chicago and Detroit, the Midwest, has just saturated me with so many great projects from so many great artists, and like for the last 2 years for me, uh, Chicago and Detroit, the Midwest has just been winning. See if we can get Cleveland up in there. Hell, I know there's some talent in Cleveland that I know of. Some underground artists out of Cleveland. Let's see if we can get Cleveland up in there too. Like the Midwest is just winning. But yeah, this track, I mean, this album is what 12 tracks long, I believe. And I just had high expectations going into this just because Black Milk, I know who he's associated with, um, and he's from Detroit as well. So yeah, man, I just had high expectations for this, and he delivered. Like, what can I say? Let me pull this up real quick before we get right into this. Was it 12 tracks? No. It was 12 tracks. Okay. Let's go ahead and get right into this. Track number one, Unveil, featuring Sudi. What can I say? You get rap and swing here, uh, which is to be expected, and it's one of my favorite tracks on here. I actually talk about every track on here, I believe. Um, yes, because I have two sheets, and I believe I talked about every track on here. Um, yep, yeah, I sure did. So, yeah, first track really sets the tone for this album. Uh, Black Fever, man. Track number two, But I Can Be, featuring AB or AB. This is another good track as well. Um, I liked the third track though more. Could It Be? It's actually one of my favorite tracks on here. Just you can really here you get more Black Milk as the producer and MC as well. Because not too many features on here though, like three actually. So yeah, you get here just being his studio album as a solo artist with some features because he produces and raps as well. It's like yeah, Black Milk, you primarily get him on here. Track number four, Two Would Try, featuring Dwell or Dwelly, who I've known about for a minute now. Um, Very good track here. There was a quote actually from here. Um, uh, ah, Here I really feel that both artists really express their love for their craft because they said like if this cause was a crime, I'd do the dirt. Like so, just showing you that they have a love and a passion for the craft. There's an importance that they feel comes with this. So I can respect that just being someone who has passions himself, but just being a hip hop man, being very passionate about hip hop as well. It's like, yeah, I can really respect that. So shout out to both of them. Track number five, Laugh Now, Cry Later. This track, what stuck out to me about this track was uh, when Black Milk said something about like social media, like when people meet on social media and things are like, yo, laugh now and cry later. Like I get like kind of I guess maybe like if these people who met on social media meet up. Oh, it was laugh now when they first met each other and all these good times, but then like, they cry later. They figure out that these people aren't what they pertain to be. So it's like um, um, one of the more um, not like hurtful, but just a reality based um, song on this album because things like that do happen. There are plenty of instances where people who meet up from online meet up in person and actually become even closer friends, like friends for life. But then there are people they meet up in person and feel like they're not really who they pertain to be, or they are who they pertain to be, but them in person is just too much to handle. So it's like, yeah, like that's real. Track number 6, True Lies. I think it's cool that after Laugh Now, Cry Later, and with, like I said about social media, he comes in with this. It's like it was good. Really went hand in hand. Like the next track is reality like this as well. Like, yo, teacher, why you keep teaching me this false stuff? Yeah. Track number 7. Another one of my favorite tracks on here is Eve. It was an instrumental, and it was just good to hear this. It's only like a minute and 23 seconds, but it was good to hear instrumental because I like hearing instrumentals from Black Milk anyway. I like hearing him rap too. I like hearing instrumentals where people are rapping on there or singing, whatever they might be doing, just laying their vocals down. But when I can just hear Black Milk instrumental, I'm like, yeah, I want this. I really want this. Now, track number 8, I had to write on the other paper because this is one of the tracks, um, actually, like Laugh Now, Cry Later was. It took more listens for it to click with me than the other tracks did. Um, but yeah, track number 8, Drown. There was a certain quote on here, and it could be pertaining to cops. It could be referencing them, but it could also be just referencing a group of people. How many apples can spoil a bunch? You just need one. So it's like that could be pertaining to cops. I feel like it probably is pertaining more to the cops since they were referenced in this track. So this reference would reference that. But um, that's with anything, if you ask me. Just all you need is just one bad apple, and it could spoil a bunch. Not just with cops, just with any group of people and communities and cultures, anything like that. Track number 9, another instrumental. It's not as good as Eve, but it's still a damn good instrumental because Black Milk produced it. That's why it just makes sense. But yeah, track number 10, For a Friend. This had a couple stories actually. I think one was the first one was like two men who kind of had like a business partnership. I don't know if it was like necessarily like a corporate thing, but it was a partnership between two guys, and like paper, it ruined the friendship, ruined the relationship, the partnership, and the same thing with these two girls. Like one girl started to make more paper than the other one, and the other one was really noticing. Like the one who didn't have the paper, like the other girl had, she was really starting to notice, and the other girl who had the paper was just living life, thinking nothing was wrong. Then no, like maybe not for you, but for your friend or who you thought was your friend. Nah, paper changed the relationship. So that's another one of those reality based tracks on here. Like this is, I don't want to say like this is grown man rap, grown man hip hop. It's just a grown person, grown people anyway. But I think you don't even have to be grown to relate to this or like this or appreciate it. But I just feel people who are grown would appreciate this more. And I'm not saying that like I'm grown. I mean, by law, I'm grown to 21. Just turned 21 yesterday, actually, March 11th. But um, I don't want to say it like just say it like yeah, because I'm grown, so I know what I'm talking about. No, I'm in the eyes of the law. Yeah, I'm grown. I've been grown for 3 years, but I don't think I'm grown. I ain't got my shit together the way I should, if you ask me. Um, doing all right, but I'm not saying that like yeah, I'm grown. Even grown people, even grown that they have their problems. They're not perfect. Um, but I'm nowhere near where my parents are and people around me are. Track number 11, Will Remain. Um, this was one of my favorite tracks on here as well, actually. And really, what I got from this was, man, just keep pushing. Like, it kind of goes back to with Two Would Try with Dwell. just like there's an importance to this, right? To what you're doing, you love it, you have passion about it. Keep that passion and keep pushing. Try to find that passion, like recapture it. That euphoria and the endorphins that you were releasing, right, from doing what it is that you do. Recapture that. Always hold on to it and just keep pushing. And the last track I want to talk about is "You Like to Risk It All" slash "Things Will Never Be." Another one of my favorite tracks on here, and there was a quote on here as well, I believe, actually. Um, yeah, it was really clever, actually. Um, I'm more like Tesla, no gassing me up. I was like, yes, yes, that's what I'm talking about. Yes, because I'm not really all that into Tesla. I'm not too concerned about it, but I do keep up with them just because Elon Musk. I'm more for SpaceX, but yeah, like I just love that reference, and just to know that one of your favorite producers, artists that maybe not pays attention, is like a fan of what you're a fan of, but just um, is kind of like aware and is just knowing of certain things that you knowing and catches his interest, and it's just dope that he made that reference. Um, but yeah, this was more than just an album with for a grown person, just for their ears, just the music to just be good. There are messages in here. There are probably relatable things for people in here as well. So this is, like I said, I don't want to say for grown people, because you can be young, you can be a kid or a teenager and like this. I think teenagers could more than kids, like not these 7, 8 year olds listening to it. Not that they couldn't, but teenagers, young adults, and just grown people. I feel like it's more for them, but anybody can enjoy it and appreciate it if it's for you to enjoy and appreciate, you know? So, uh, yeah, but like I said, I don't want to say grown like I'm grown. Like, I'm grown for 3 years in the eyes of the law, but not grown yet. So, yeah, great music, um, great messages, reality based tracks. So, I can give it a 7.75. This is in the running for it's one of my favorites, but it's in the running for favorite album of the year. With, uh, well, I'm not gonna say what that other one is because who knows? I've recorded so many videos today. Who knows when that album review and this album review is gonna go up? So I'm not gonna say what that other one is, but it's one of the albums that I've reviewed today in this exact same outfit that you see me wearing. So yeah, 7.75 out of 10. If you've heard this album, go ahead and let me know what you think about it in the comment section below, and what you think about my review on it. If you haven't heard this album, I definitely recommend that you check this out. Like, if you're a hip hop fan, like, this is for you. And if you're not a hip hop fan, hell, maybe, well, I'm not sure why you'd be watching this review, but still, maybe this could turn you on to hip hop. Um, that's pretty much it. Like I said, hit the like button, share the video, and just hit the like button if you like the actual review, though. Subscribe if you like the content that you see. Check the description so you can see all the links that you would need to, that you can at least hit up if you want to connect with me even further through YouTube, farther than YouTube. So that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching, and I will see y'all next time.